it has been a minute since I've seen y'all, and my apologies for the lack of videos over the past couple of days. We've been busy, we've been tired. Of course, y'all see everything that's been happening on the other channel, but for anybody that's still around, I appreciate y'all. Now, somebody else who we haven't heard from in a while is Colin Kaepernick. But Colin Kaepernick, he has recently been making his name known again because of the Jets and all the issues that they have been having at the quarterback position. As soon as Aaron Rodgers went down, it came out that Colin Kaepernick had apparently reached out to the team. It was like, hey, what's up? But he took it a step further because he actually wrote a letter. He wrote a letter to the New York Jets explaining, hey, this is why you guys should sign me. Let's just read the letter and exactly what it says. He wrote it to Joe Douglas. It says, Joe, I hope this letter finds you in great spirits, despite the less than ideal start to a big season. Oh, that's a businessman right there, man. And he got a good talk game because he's working his way in there like, hey, hope this letter find you in good spirits, but I know you're going through something with your team right now, so what a way to start it off. But anyway, let's continue. Said, I'm wishing you, your staff, and the players a great game this weekend as you look to bounce back. Wow, he was good with this one. Anyway, I'm writing, of course, in response to the unfortunate loss of Aaron Rodgers. I know the aspirations this season were and still are to win a championship. And so that Hall of Fame size hole will need to be filled as best as possible to keep the team on a Super Bowl track. As of right now, Zach Wilson is charged with that task, and I wish him and the rest of the team the best moving forward. Oh, but you know it's a butt coming. You know it's a big butt coming. But let's continue. He says, however, okay, so he didn't say but he said, however. I guess that's the more professional but. But anyway, he said, however, I know that there are currently depth issues at the position, and I've heard that the backup spot is likely to be filled by a veteran quarterback. And yes, they have signed Trevor Siemian to the practice squad. But let's continue. It says, as much as I would love the opportunity to fill that spot, I'm writing you in hopes that you can imagine a much different approach involving me. I would be honored and extremely grateful for the opportunity to come in and lead the practice squad. I would do this with the sole mission of getting your defense ready each week. If I were able to fill this role for the team, I believe this allows for multiple things. Number one, it gives your defense the advantage of getting a truer read on the more mobile / athletic / versatile quarterbacks it will face when in weeks 4, 5, and 6. Mahomes, Wilson, and Hurts. I would consider it a privilege to be able to do this and would take on this responsibility with the dedication and passion as if it were the QB1 position. So he let it be known, like, look, y'all about to go against some mobile quarterbacks that can move. Hey, I can help you get ready for them. Let's continue. Number two. He said, this would also allow you guys as an organization to take a real look at where I'm at football-wise in game-like situations against an elite defense while also not putting any competitive pressure on Zach. I understand the importance of keeping him confident and focused as QB1, and I would only look to boost that confidence in any interactions that we may have if I was given this role with the team. So again, now he's showing the benefit, another benefit that both he and the Jets could get from him being there. I mean, I guess the first one was a benefit too. But this second one, it really benefits him the most right there. Say, hey, you can see where I'm at as a quarterback. Something that I heard the other day. I forgot what I was listening to. I forgot where I was listening to it at. But it was somebody that played in the NFL. They were a quarterback and they were a backup quarterback. And they said one of the worst things you could do as a backup quarterback is be good. Because if you're good as a backup quarterback, then that puts pressure on the starting quarterback. And they said teams hate when their starting quarterback feels pressure from the backup. So with Colin Kaepernick, and I think they also talked about if you would be a distraction as well. Now, we know Colin Kaepernick, if the Jets signed him, which they won't, but if they were to sign him, we know he would come in there and he would be peaceful and whatnot. He wouldn't be trying to cause nothing. But with Colin Kaepernick, his name would bring it, and they already in New York. They already in New York, the media capital of the world. So if Colin Kaepernick were to go on the Jets, oh man, you talk about not even distraction, but all the commotion and everything that will come along with it. You know the Jets ain't going for that. But he would bring a lot of noise just for even being on a practice squad. But anyway, he continues. It says, in a perfect world for the Jets, Zach Wilson finds his stride and shows that he is able to lead this championship caliber team that you put together to the Super Bowl. I believe with confidence Zach Wilson has the tools to do this. However, in the event that this is not the case, I would love to offer you a risk-free contingency plan. Oh, that boy. Oh, he's smart. He's smart. I respect the hustle because it reminds me like of when you apply to a job. This is a job. It's basically him sending his resume and filling out a job application and say, hey, these are the reasons why you should hire me. And he's trying to do the application and the interview all in one page. So shout out to Kaepernick for that. I respect the effort and respect the hustle, but it continued. It says, I am sure of my ability to provide you with an elite QB option if, God forbid, QB1 goes down. However, I know that there may naturally be uncertainties from you and possibly from others about my playing abilities. This plan, I believe, allows me to be of great service to a team as a practice squad QB while also giving you a low commitment chance to assess my capabilities to help in any other capacity you may see fit. So Kaepernick, like the way that this is worded, basically saying like, look, y'all want you sign Aaron Rodgers with hopes of a championship, but now Aaron Rodgers is out. Like, look, I know you like Zach Wilson, but just in case that don't work out, which I don't think it will, but I'm professionally putting it like, hey, well, if it doesn't work out, even though I don't think it's gonna work out, let me know. Low risk. I'm low risk. You put me on a practice squad. You didn't even assign me to the active roster. Put me on a practice squad, and let's see what's up. But anyway, continuing. It says, worst case scenario. You see what I have to offer you, and you're not that impressed. Best case scenario, you realize you have a real weapon at your disposal in the event you ever need to use it. In either of these scenarios, I will be committed to getting your defense ready week in and week out, all season long, and I would wear that responsibility like a badge of honor. As a final point, I would like to add this. Unlike many other veteran quarterbacks that have been named in the media, I've never retired or stopped training. My training schedule has remained the same for 6 years. Is that how long he's been out of the league for? We in 2023, so 6 years will be 2017. Was that when the last time he played? Was that it? I don't even remember. It feel like it's been forever, man. Anyway, my training schedule has remained the same for 6 years, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. training on the field and in the weight room. I've kept this training schedule without failure for the past 6 years in hopes that an opportunity will present itself. I say this to give you some perspective on where I'm at physically. I've also attached a list of my references within the league that will vouch for my character, work ethic, and ability. Thanks so much for your time. And his references were Jim Harbaugh, Chip Kelly, John Harbaugh. Oh, well, you put Ravens head coach on it too, okay, and Mark Davis. All right, so Kaepernick letting it be known like, hey, I'm staying ready, so I ain't got to get ready. What this will result in for him, it won't result in anything. Nothing is gonna come of this. I do respect the effort and hustle, like I said earlier, but I think teams are just not even teams, just the NFL. It's just they done with Colin Kaepernick playing in the league. Ugly how it went down and how he went out, but that's a wrap for him. It's been a wrap for a long time. There were some times when I thought somebody might sign him. Like I remember a couple years ago, I thought, maybe the Seahawks, maybe they might sign him or something. At one point, the Ravens were close to signing him. But then the picture came out, and then that whole thing got ugly and didn't happen. But yeah, so that's that, man. He tried with the Jets. I know he's looking for an opportunity. Been looking for an opportunity. I want to say it was 2 years ago that I think he hosted. He had this workout that he hosted where he allowed teams to come to it and stuff. And I forgot what channel it was on. Maybe it was on YouTube or something. I thought then maybe somebody might give him a shot, but again, every time that I've thought somebody was going to give him a shot, give him a chance, it never ended up happening. So I don't think it's going to end up happening now.